Alright, guys. Let's run it. Malicious HTML attachment volume surges. Also, the HTML help pages that are compiled can have code in them. Let's go. We talk about this a lot. Ah, poop. Muted. Okay, so basically, malicious HTML attachment volumes surge.
The share of HTML attachments assessed to be malicious has more than doubled, from 21% last May to nearly 46% in March 2023, according to Barracuda. The security vendor warned that, while hypertext markup language (HTML) is commonly used for email newsletters, marketing materials and other types of content, it is also a popular tool for phishing, credential theft and other messaging threats. If a recipient opens the HTML file, multiple redirects via JavaScript libraries hosted elsewhere will take them to a phishing site or other malicious content controlled by the attackers. Users are then asked to enter their credentials to access information or download a file that may contain malware, explained Barracuda Flemingshi.
What'd you miss? Nothing, bro. We just started. We listened to some System of a Down because I'm wearing a System of a Down shirt today, so we were like, damn, bro, let's like play some fucking Sode. Celebrate these wild Armenian anti-capitalist, anti-fascist motherfuckers. Love them. And then we just got into the news, so you didn't miss anything. I made my coffee. You know, you didn't miss anything too substantial. Oh, you know what? Let's play this. Take him to church. Oh, I'm talking about the tabernacle. Oh, wait, hold up. I love this song, bro. I love this song. I gotta admit. Here, let me do this first, because what I do, guys, is I play Nujibi's Random Shuffle Radio. We'll throw 2 Chainz up next, bro, and then we do a little skip. Here we go. I take him to church. Ooh. In a fruit fight, I aim at your Adam's apple. I want ass up. I aim at the gooms. Hey. Then we're gonna listen to this story. I just love this song, bro. Bro, honestly. Yeah, for real. Honestly, bro. With the Ferris wheel. In a fruit fight, I aim at your Adam's apple. I line the ass up. I aim at the goons. Unless they look like Medusa. Guys, I want to start making video games. Anyone want to make a video game with me? Anyone want to learn how to make a video game? I want to make a video game. Unreal 5. Yo, we need to do an Unreal 5, just like learning sesh. Yo, are you guys down for that? I want to make... You've always wanted to make a game? We got one, boys. We got one. No, but seriously though, I'm actually down. I'm actually down to make a game. Like, I want to make a Katamari spiritual successor. Oh, I want to make it an Unreal Engine 5, but I mean, I would do it in fucking anything, bro. I would really just do it in anything. I want to do it in Unreal Engine 5 just because that shit looks ballin'. We should make a game. We should make this Katamari spiritual successor as a community. I think that'll be super fun. I just want to make a game where you roll the ball and make the ball big. That'll be fun. New tech is Unreal, no pun intended. Ha! Got him. Got him. Alright, let's go.
The security vendor warned that, while hypertext markup language (HTML) is commonly used for email newsletters, marketing materials and other types of content, it is also a popular tool for phishing, credential theft and other messaging threats. If a recipient opens the HTML file, multiple redirects via JavaScript libraries hosted elsewhere will take them to a phishing site or other malicious content controlled by the attackers.
I mean, nation-state adversaries are even using compiled HTML help files.
Users are then asked to enter their credentials to access information or download a file that may contain malware, explained Barracuda Flemingshi. However, in some cases seen by Barracuda researchers, the HTML file itself includes sophisticated malware, which is the complete malicious payload embedded within it, including potent scripts and executables. This attack technique is becoming more widely used than those involving externally hosted JavaScript files. Read more on HTML threats. Phishers use blank images to disguise malicious attachments. She claimed that HTML
blank images, PDF files that are actually full, like everything.
She claimed that HTML threats are increasingly being spread not by a limited number of mass campaigns, but by individual attacks. On March the 7th, there were 672,145 malicious HTML artifacts detected in total, comprising 181,176 different items. This means that around a quarter, 27%, of the detected files were unique, and the rest were repeat or mass deployments of those files.
Well, HTML injection is becoming very popular, especially in CMS platforms like WordPress, where there are enough vulnerabilities to the point where you can actually include arbitrary HTML code.
However, on March the 23rd, almost 9 in 10, 85%, of the total 475,938 malicious HTML artifacts were unique, which means that almost every single attack was different. This surge in activity means HTML attachments remain the most common malicious file type in email threats.
You're going down your High School Music rabbit hole, yo. Make sure you throw in some kill switch engage, some I set to kill, some August Burns Red, you know what I mean? Like, mix it up a little, mix it up a little.
This surge in activity means HTML attachments remain the most common malicious file type in email threats this year. Barracuda
I don't know if I believe this. PDFs, zip files, even ISO files have been gaining popularity. I don't believe this. I honestly don't believe this. I would need to see how they came to this conclusion. Transistor by Korn? Holy shit, dude, we were talking about Korn the other day. Oh my god. Auticon? What's Auticon? If you make a game, I'll play it for sure.
Getting the right security in place is as important now as it has ever been. This means having effective, AI-powered email protection in place that can evaluate the content and context of an email beyond scanning links and attachments, she argued. Other important elements include implementing robust multi-factor authentication or, ideally, zero-trust access controls. Having automated tools to respond to and remediate the impact of any attack, and training people to spot and report suspicious.
Yeah, people are always the weakest link, right? The best way to compromise any company is through its employees, as we all know. It's just like cybersecurity awareness is garbage for the most part. I don't know. It's just like a pretty open and closed article, right? It's pretty. I just don't really know how they got that stat, and I'm hesitant to believe. A lot of people, they make this shit up, or they do really dishonest science. And if you work at a company, of course you're being dishonest. Especially if you're doing marketing. Especially if you're pretending that you're doing something you're not, right? Which a lot of companies do. They upsell their research, they upsell their product, right? It's just the company way. It's the capitalist way. Battle Royale starting. This is gonna be a good one. First Battle Royale of the stream. Let's see. Sahil dropping in. Who's dropping in behind me? I don't even know. Fiddy dropping in. Old Snake dropping in. Me dropping in. Apocalypso dropping in. JRC dropping in. Marlo dropping in. Oh, wait, did JRC say something? Hi, JRC. I didn't even notice. Oh, band party. Yo. Yeah. Here we go. Hey, what's up, stream? Here it goes. Who's gonna win? Man. You guys are battling it out. All right, 5-4 Cybercrime News Roundup. Yeah. You guys are fighting over there. Oh shit. Oh, Brumbo versus Sahil right now. Oh, Brumbo took him out. Brumbo versus Reading Rap. Reading Rap's gonna win. Rigged. Reading Rap won. Rigged. He cheated. He cheated. Dude, he keeps winning. I don't know if it's just because Reading Rap's here all the time, so he's more likely to win, because he's here for every battle royale. Or if he's cheated. I think he's cheating. All right, let's go. HTML attachments appear to be a very popular initial attack vector. Or initial vector of... He's hacking. He is hacking. Yo, wall hacks. 2D wall hacks. That platformer-based wall hack, you know? Hacking the mainframe, bro. HTML attachments. It's Bubbles. Oh, life in a bubble jungle. I love that song. I haven't listened to that in so long until today. I'm glad we did a little sode cake at the beginning. If opened via a phishing, after being delivered via an email phishing campaign, it would redirect in a victim using JavaScript libraries hosted externally. Okay. If opened after being delivered via an email phishing campaign, it would redirect the victim using JavaScript libraries externally, using JavaScript libraries hosted externally. Yeah, let me drop the volume a tiny bit. Hey. Welcome, Unity. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Hey, Unity, are you the person I was just talking to on Instagram? I'm not gonna dox you. But are you the person I was just talking to on Instagram? If so, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. If not, welcome. I appreciate you. HTML attachments are a very popular initial vector of compromise. If opened after being delivered via an email phishing campaign, it would redirect the victim using JavaScript libraries hosted externally. And direct them to malicious content. Attacker-controlled content. Tweet go bang. There you go. My first tweet has been quote for today. Let's see. Commands. Command edit news. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide as I step in the room. There you go. Exclamation mark news if you ever want to grab the news that we have been covering for today. If you go back in time, you'll see the news from yesterday. You'll see the news from the day before. Go ahead, scroll down. I do it every day. You guys say, I can't make it every day, but I want that hot take, baby. Thank you, Brembo, for liking and retweeting. I want that hot take, baby. Don't worry, I got you, man. I'm going to post them all, okay? Oh, awesome. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the likes, the retweets. Oh my god, thank you. What's that? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, Kaminsky. Oh, wait, is this North Korean? Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, we'll keep this up. 540. Yeah, brand new. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Guys, latest Cybercrime news every single day, 7 days a week.
Meta takes down malware campaign that used ChatGPT as a lure to steal accounts. Meta said it took steps to take down more than 1,000 malicious ALs from being shared across its services that were found to leverage weaponized ChatGPT as a lure to propagate about 10 malware families since March 2023.
10 different families, that's cool. Let's take a look.
The development comes against the backdrop of fake ChatGPT web browser extensions being increasingly used to steal users' Facebook account credentials with an aim to run unauthorized ads from hijacked business accounts.
We covered this, guys. Yeah, the browser extension stuff, and once you get into a Facebook account and they have not credentials. They have credits for ads, right, for Facebook ads. You can then use your own malicious domain, increase the relevance, increase the trust in your own fucked domain, by just, what is it? By just, what's the fucking word? By running an ad campaign. By running an ad campaign, by using other people's ad credits, you can make it seem like you're legit. You can make it seem like you're legit. And it will increase the reputation of your domain. If you have ads on Google, if you have ads on Facebook, it increases the reputation of your domain. Unfortunately, this is a feature that is being abused. Obviously.
Threat actors create malicious browser extensions available in official web stores that claim to offer chat-based tools.
There's no executable. There's no there's nothing legit from ChatGPT, like from the ChatGPT OpenAI team. None of it's from them.
They would then promote these malicious extensions on social media and through sponsored search results to trick people into downloading more.
Sponsored search results, malvertising. We talk about that all the time. The OBS hacks.
The social media giant said it has blocked several iterations of a multi-pronged malware campaign dubbed Ducktail over the years, adding it issued a cease and desist letter to individuals behind the operation who are located in Vietnam.
Okay.
Trend Micro, in a series of tweets last week, detailed an information steal that's disguised as a Windows desktop client for chat to extract passwords, session cookies, and history from Chromium-powered browsers. The company said the malware shares similarities with Ducktail. Besides chat, threat actors have also been observed shifting to other hot-button issues and popular topics like Google Bard, TikTok marketing tools, pirated software and movies, and Windows utilities to dupe people into clicking on bogus links.
Even game hacks, fake game hacks.
These changes are likely an attempt by threat actors to ensure that anyone...
These guys were doing it too, I think. Like, I think it was the same group. There was a Vietnamese and a Russian group both doing game hacking, forum, criminal activity. You guys remember? There was like 1,000 V-Bucks, this, that, and the other thing. There was Southeast Asian. Sorry, just like South Asian. They're like South Asian, I think, is as far as we were able to tell, and there were Russian adversaries doing the same shit.
These changes are likely an attempt by threat actors to ensure that any one service has only limited visibility into the entire operation, Guy Rosen, Chief Information Security Officer at Meta, said. The attack chains are primarily engineered to target the personal accounts of users who manage or are connected to business pages and advertising accounts on Facebook. Besides using social media for propagating the chat-themed malicious URLs, the malware is hosted on a variety of legitimate services such as Buy Me a Coffee, Discord,
this is the way to do it.
Dropbox,
This is the way to do it.
Google Drive, iCloud, Mediafire, Mega, Microsoft OneDrive, and Trello.
If you can't hit one, hit the other. Have a, just rotate through them until one of your malware distribution points responds with the malware that you're holding up there, that you're hosting up there, that you have at an endpoint, an FQDN. Yeah, I mean, Discord has been a great CDN for malware actors. Discord has been, it's honestly changed the game up, dog. Dropbox, Google Drive, oldest time. You know what's really cool with Google Drive, though? Now what nation-state adversaries are starting to do is they're starting to make spreadsheet files in Google Drive. They're starting to fill it with commands. And then when you do, when you're doing your command and control, right, you can basically have the victim reach out to the Google Drive sheet, grab the first cell, and, act on that. Act on the command in the first cell.
Ducktail isn't the only stealing malware detected in the wild. For Meta disclosed that it uncovered another novel strain dubbed Node Stealer that's capable of
thank you all for the follows
and passwords from web browsers to ultimately compromise Facebook,
Thank you both for the follows
and Outlook accounts.
On Twitter.
The malware is assessed to be of Vietnamese origin, with Meta noting that it took action to disrupt it and help people who may have been targeted to recover their accounts within 2 weeks of it being deployed in late January 2023. Sample analyzed by the Menlo Park-based company show that Node Stealer binary is distributed via Windows executables disguised as PDF and XLSX files with file names relating to marketing and monthly budgets. The files, when opened, deliver JavaScript code that's designed to exfiltrate sensitive data from Chromium-based browsers. Node Stealer gets its name from the use of the Node.js cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment, which is bundled along with the main payload to set up persistence and execute the malware. No new artifacts have been identified as of February the 27th, 2023. After retrieving the Facebook credentials from the target's browser data, the malware uses it to make several unauthorized requests to Facebook URLs to enumerate account information related to advertising, Meta said. The stolen information then enables the threat actor to assess and then use users' advertising accounts to run unauthorized ads. In an attempt to slip under the radar of the company's anti-abuse systems, the rogue requests are made from the targeted user's device to the Facebook APIs, lending a veneer of legitimacy to the activity.
Because you're on the host. If you're on the host and you're making requests out to the API, there's not going to be anything that's throwing a red flag. It's going to seem like it's a legitimate activity. Incredible. Perfect. Beautiful. We talked about this yesterday. I'm just covering it again because I want to see if there's anything new. To counter such threats, Meta said it's launching a new support tool that guides users to identify and remove malware, enable businesses to verify connected business manager accounts, and require additional authentication while accessing a credit line. This is important, or changing business administrators. I think when you're posting a campaign, that should probably happen. Can I guard your food? Yeah. What are you eating? Nice. Put it up here. I'll eat it. No, I'm kidding. I'll guard it. I'll guard it for you. She wants me to guard the food from the cat. I'm like, I'm gonna eat it. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, additional checks are great. Additional checks are great. But like, a support tool to identify and remove malware? It's a little weird. It's a little weird to see that from a social media company, I think, you know? Okay. Meta's lax advertising account. Meta's lax advertising requirements. Advertisement, let's say advertisement posting requirements has enabled threat actors to use existing accounts, add credits to bolster or to spread their malware. Or here, let's say to propagate 10 different enable threat actors to use existing accounts, add credits to propagate 10 different malware strains. Hey Ribbons, how you doing? While masquerading as ChatGPT apps. Send tweet. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you, Milton, for the like and the retweet. Appreciate you. I have 777 followers on Twitter now. Holy shit. That's a lot. We should really make the game we've been talking about, guys. We should make the game we've been talking about. I really think we should. What game? I want to make a Katamari spiritual successor in Unreal Engine 5. I think it'll be really fun. It'll be a good way to learn. Yeah. We were talking about it earlier, just like kind of shooting the shit, you know? Thank you guys for liking the tweets. Holy shit. Oh my god. Dude, Twitter's blowing up today. Thank you. Thank you, Rumbo. Thank you, Milton. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, BP. Thank you, guys. Thank you for liking and retweeting my tweets that I quote. Okay, Meta uncovers massive social media cyber espionage operations across South Asia. More on Meta now. Okay, let's go. Let's go. More on Meta now. As if we hadn't had enough of these motherfuckers, huh? Alright. Anything good here, though? Okay, this looks really good. This looks really good, actually.
Meta uncovers massive social media cyber espionage operations across South Asia. 3 different threat actors leveraged hundreds of elaborate fictitious personas on Facebook and Instagram to target individuals located in South Asia as part of disparate attacks. Each of these apes relied heavily on social engineering to trick people into clicking on malicious links, downloading malware or sharing personal information across the internet, Guy Rosen, Chief Information Security Officer at Meta, said. This investment in social engineering meant that these threat actors did not have to invest as much on the malware side. The fake accounts, in addition to using traditional lures like women looking for a romantic connection, masqueraded as recruiters, journalists, or military personnel. At least 2 of the cyber espionage efforts entailed the use of low-sophistication malware with reduced capabilities, likely in an attempt to get past ape verification checks established by Apple and Google. One of the groups that came under Meta's radar is a Pakistan-based Advanced Persistent Threat (APT) group that relied on a network of 120 accounts on Facebook and Instagram and rogue apps and websites to infect military personnel in India and among the Pakistan Air Force with grave IT rat under the guise of cloud storage and entertainment apps. The tech giant also expunged about 110 accounts on Facebook and Instagram linked to an ape identified as Bahamut that targeted activists, government employees, and military staff in India and Pakistan with Android malware published in the Google Play Store. The apps, which posed as secure chat or VPN apps, have since been removed.
Okay.
Lastly, it purged 50 accounts on Facebook and Instagram tied to an India-based threat actor dubbed Patchwork, which took advantage of malicious apps uploaded to the Play Store to harvest data from victims in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Tibet, and China.
Interesting.
Also disrupted by Meta are 6 adversarial networks from the US, Venezuela, Iran, China, Georgia, Burkina Faso, and Togo that engaged in what it called coordinated inauthentic behavior on Facebook and other social media platforms like Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, Medium, TikTok, Blogspot, Reddit, and WordPress. All these geographically dispersed networks are said to have set up fraudulent news media brands, activist groups, and NGOs to build credibility, with 3 of them linked to a US-based marketing firm named Predictvia, a political marketing consultancy in Togo known as the Groupe Panafricaine pour le Commerce et l'Investissement, PSI, and Georgia's Strategic Communications Department. 2 networks that originated from China operated dozens of fraudulent accounts, pages, and groups across Facebook and Instagram to target users in India, Tibet, Taiwan, Japan, and the Uyghur community. In both instances, Meta said it took down the activities before they could build an audience on its services, adding it found associations connecting one network to individuals associated with the Chinese firm referred to as 11 and Chan Wendian Network Technology. The network from Iran, per the social media giant, primarily singled out Israel, Bahrain, and France, corroborating an earlier assessment from Microsoft about Iran's involvement in the hacking of the French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo in January 2023. The people behind this network used fake accounts to post, like and share their own content to make it appear more popular than it was, as well as to manage pages and groups posing as hacktivist teams, Meta said. They also liked and shared other people's posts about cybersecurity topics, likely to make fake accounts look more credible. The disclosure also coincides with a new report from Microsoft, which revealed that Iranian state-aligned actors are increasingly relying on cyber-enabled influence operations to boost, exaggerate, or compensate for shortcoming in their network access or cyber attack capabilities. Since June 2022, the Iranian government has been linked by Redmond to 24 such operations in 2022, up from 7 in 2021, including clusters tracked as Moses Staff, Homeland Justice, Abraham's Axe, Holy Souls, and Darkbit. 17 of the operations have taken place since June 2022. The Windows maker further said it observed multiple Iranian actors attempting to use bulk SMS messaging in 3 cases in the second half of 2022, likely to enhance the amplification and psychological effects of their cyber influence operations. The shift in tactics is also characterized by the rapid exploitation of known security flaws, use of victim websites for command and control, and adoption of bespoke implants to avoid detection and steal information from victims. The operations, which have singled out Israel and the US as a retaliation for allegedly fomenting unrest in the nation, have sought to bolster Palestinian resistance, instigate unrest in Bahrain, and counter the normalization of Arab-Israeli relations. Found this
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Okay. No, I don't know what India, Pakistan, The U.S., Venezuela, Iran, China, Georgia, Burkina Faso, and Togo all engaged in coordinated inauthentic behaviors on we'll say across social media platforms. Cool. Let's say these attacks are used. Let's say these attacks utilized tons of fake accounts, pages, and groups to further target individuals. Of interest. People. Boom. More will come out. I'm sure more will come out on that. I guarantee it. We'll cover the university hijacking in a minute. We got other stuff to carry. Other stuff to cover. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Win of the week? Win of the week, win of the day, win of the month, win of the year? It's almost the end of the week. I'd love to hear your flexi flex. All flexes are good flexes. This is a community where we celebrate each other's wins. Please, flex on me. Researchers uncover new exploit for papercut vulnerability that can bypass the detection. Flex on me.
Cybersecurity researchers have found a way to exploit a recently disclosed critical flaw in papercut
Big Room, how you doing?
in a manner that bypasses all current detections. Tractors CVE 2023-27350 CVSS score 9.8.
See you, Brumbo. Appreciate you, man.
Papercut MF and NG installations that could be exploited by an unauthenticated attacker to execute arbitrary code.
Doesn't this run on port 9191? Aren't there only 1,700 exposed instances according to Shodan? 9.8 is really high, guys. That's out of 10.
While the flaw was patched by the Australian company on March the 8th, 2023, the first signs of active exploitation emerged on April the 13th, 2023. Since then, the vulnerability has been weaponized by multiple threat groups, including ransomware actors, with post-exploitation activity resulting in the execution of PowerShell commands designed to drop additional payloads. Now, OnCheck has published a proof-of-concept (POC) exploit that sidesteps existing detection signatures by leveraging the fact that papercut NG and MF offer multiple paths to code execution. It's worth noting that public exploits for the flaw use the papercut printer scripting interface to either execute Windows commands.
Wait, is it for the Sarah thing? I did the dance, though. I did do the dance.
Both these approaches...
Is that what you're talking about? Is this about the Sarah thing?
Both these approaches... per OnCheck, leave distinct footprints in the Windows system monitor, aka SMAN, service and server's log file, not to mention trigger network signatures that can detect the authentication bypass.
Okay, so jars, dropping malicious jar archives. Guys, you can do this through JNDI. Remember Log4Shell, the largest cybersecurity event of the past year? Well, it's a similar shit. It's a similar thing. You have a resource, right? You have your resource hosted on a server, like if I had evil.com/badboy.jar, right? And if I got this logged, right, log4j, right, that would actually try to resolve this, and, you know, if I did a JNDI lookup string, right, it would actually execute my code. It would pull my code, it would execute it, right? So we read a little bit about Papercut NG and MF, and we took a look at the servers. They're on Shodan. They're like 1,700 exposed that are potentially susceptible, and they're not updated. This was a while ago. This was like, I mean, honestly, this isn't the newest news that we could cover today, but it is an update. So I do like reading the updates too, but, you know, usually, guys, we try to stick to the newest news every single day, 7 days a week. Oh, wait, what the heck? Security Lives here. Hold up. Not to call you out or anything, but I want to do this really fast, guys. You should definitely check out Security Livestream. Shout out. Guys, if you like the content... Oh, wow. Why doesn't it work on Chatterino? If you guys like the content that we've been putting out here, and you want to learn more, and maybe some of you are a little more technical already, right? A lot of my audience, you guys are just learning code. You guys are like mostly leftists. You guys are just learning how to code. You guys are just learning how to hack. So Hack Your Book Club is great for you guys. But if you need a little more, right? If you need a little more, if you want to, you know, live your life in the terminal, in the IDE, you want to learn some more stuff, Security Live's a great stream to check out, guys. I definitely recommend you check it out. He seems like a pretty cool dude, too. All right. So, here, hold up. If we can regrow teeth, why can't we do it a second time? Wait, what? I don't know, that's a little random. Did you mean to post that here or somewhere else? I don't know, dude. Alright. Let's see. I'm sure somebody here knows. Okay. Yeah, somebody here might know. I don't know, dude.
Both these approaches, per uncheck, leave distinct footprints in the Windows System Monitor, aka SMON, service and the server's log file, not to mention trigger network signatures that can detect the authentication bypass. But the Massachusetts-based threat intelligence firm said it discovered a new method that abuses the print management software's user group sync feature, which makes it possible to synchronize user and group information from Active Directory, LDAP, or a custom source. When opting for a custom directory source, users can also specify a custom authentication program to validate a user's username and password. Interestingly, the user and auth programs can be any executable, although the auth program has to be interactive in nature. The POC exploit devised by Uncheck banks on the auth programs that has used bin Python 3 for Linux and C, Windows System 32ftp.exe for Windows. All an attacker then needs to execute arbitrary code is to provide a malicious username and password during a login attempt, the company said. The attack method could be exploited to launch a Python reverse shell on Linux or download a custom reverse shell hosted on a remote server in Windows without activating any of the known detections. An administrative user attacking Papercut NG and MF can follow multiple paths to arbitrary code execution, Uncheck pointed out. Detections that focus on one particular code execution method, or that focus on a small subset of techniques used by one threat actor are doomed to be useless in the next round of attacks. Attackers learn from defenders' public detections, so it's the defender's responsibility to produce robust detections that aren't easily bypassed.
Yeah.
Found this article interesting?
Yeah, it's alright. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's a little fucked to be like, this is the responsibility of, you know, somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is the responsibility of, unfortunately, the developers, you know, to do good security practices and to make sure that this is impossible and to, you know, have secure defaults and to think about misuse and abuse. It's the developer's job. It's the developer's job. And the more we just shift this over to, like, consumers, the worse the shit's gonna get. The more negligent we're gonna be, right? Like, I mean, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that shit. That's bullshit. Alright, so... Okay, so this bypass leans on relies on auth programs for Linux and Windows. This bypass relies on custom auth program, let's say paths, for exploitation. It permits an attacker to execute arbitrary code launch a reverse shell and evade all current detections. There you go. Tweet quote. Do 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 do. Guys, tweets up. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing all right? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right, guys. I hope you're doing all right. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I think the new stuff coming in is pretty interesting. The new stuff coming in pretty interesting. Yo, guys, look at this. You guys know this device here? This looks pretty good. I put it up on my throne because you guys were like, bro, get a throne. They just approved me. Yo, feeling pretty glad that you're not. Here, I'll clap for that. I'll clap for that. You guys seen this? I'm trying to find something to monitor and to manage audio levels. You know what I mean? Gamer mixer? Nah, dude. This is a fucking creator mixer. Chill. You gotta chill. This is a creator mixer. This is for different audio levels. I have the music running now. If you think this is a gamer mixer, you should open OBS and learn something about content creation. Because I have my mic level, I have my YouTube music level, I have the trigger fire levels, I have the elements, like stream elements levels, and then I have game and Chrome audio levels. So yeah. Little more knowledge, little less judgment would probably help you in this case. All right, patch now. The Mirai Botnet is exploiting TP-Link routers. If you want to do the judgment thing and you don't have a good alternative and you don't have anything constructive to say, sometimes it's better to just zoop. Especially when you don't know what you're talking about.
Patch now. The Mirai Botnet is exploiting TP-Link routers. Image. Businesses should patch their TP-Link routers as soon as possible, after the revelation that a legendary botnet is targeting them for recruitment. The notorious Mirai Botnet, which hijacks control of vulnerable EOT devices, is now exploiting TP-Link X21 routers to launch distributed denial of service attacks. The warning comes from security researchers and the U.S. government's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, after it was identified that a security flaw in the TP-Link X21 Wi-Fi router was being actively exploited in order to allow malicious hackers to execute malicious code remotely. The high-severity security vulnerability was first disclosed by bug hunters in December 2022 of the Pwn2Own hacking contest in Toronto, earning them a US $5,000 prize. Image. The revelation prompted TP-Link to issue a firmware update that did not properly fix the issue 2 months later, followed by another update that did resolve the vulnerability in March 2023.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, it seems that malicious hackers did not waste any time incorporating exploits of the flaw, dubbed CVE 2023-1389, into Mirai's arsenal, hence the current attacks which have been taking place since last month.
So, disclosure to weaponization, like POC disclosure to POC weaponization, has gone down a lot. Like the time required has gone down a lot. Like just poof, down.
The only recommended action to prevent the exploitation of the vulnerable TP link routers is for them to be updated with the latest firmware update, which closes the security hole. The Mirai Botnet first came to the wider world's attention in October 2016, when it launched a massive nose attack on the DNS service company Dyn, making it impossible for many users to reach popular sites such as Amazon, Reddit, Netflix, Twitter,
the day the internet got shut down.
Spotify, Etsy, and
that shit was funny as fuck.
3 men were subsequently sentenced for their part in the running of the Mirai Botnet.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Editors.
That shit was funny as fuck. I'm tired of pretending it's not. No, it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That shit was pretty funny. The Mirai Botnet shit, oh my god, bro. Like, literally everything was down. AWS was down, Google was down, you know, like, everything. It was funny as fuck. Like, my professors had no idea what to do. Everybody, my professors, my colleagues, nobody had any idea what to do. Everyone's like, I guess we can't fucking do anything. Guess we can't do shit today. That shit was funny as fuck. Alright, so, first, the disclosed at Pwn2Own Toronto. This high-severity flaw has been seen, is being actively exploited by Mirai Botnet. Update those TP link routers. Yeah, sure. Short one. Not too much to say about this, honestly. Yeah, not too much to say about this. Damn, look at this bro banger tweet. Here, hold up. What a banger. Oh, gee Willikers, 35 impression. What a banger. Guys, go ahead and drop them like-a-ronies if you can. If you're on the Bird app, go ahead and drop them like-a-ronies. Appreciate it. Thank you, chatteronies. All right, let's keep going. We did cover this. We covered Node Stealer. Anything new here? Vietnamese origin, we already covered that. Vietnam, we already covered that yesterday. PDF, XLS, X, actions, disruption, malware, yes. We covered this yesterday and today. I'm not going to talk about it again. Nothing too interesting. 46 megabytes, which is kind of big. 46 to 51, random. Okay, there must be some sort of weird, I don't know whether it's, I don't know, maybe keys or something like that, different key length. A little entropy going on there. I really don't know. Node Stealer exfiltrates, yes, we already covered this too. We covered every browser that they hit. We covered all the fields that they're extracting. Hey, Yuri, Ria, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Hope you guys are having a great day. All right. Ransomware gang hijacking university alert system to issue threats. Whack. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Should I make another coffee? Should I make another coffee? If so, what type? Should I do iced? Should I do hot? Should I do a latte? Should I do a cappuccino? What do you guys want me to make right now? Say it. You can say it in chat. I could do an iced coffee. I could do an iced latte. I could do a matcha latte. I could do a cappuccino. I could... I don't know. What type of drink should I make? What type of drink should I make, guys? What do you guys think? Your boy can make any drink. Should I just do a espresso over ice with milk? Kind of like a lazy man's latte? A lazy man's iced latte? Should I do cold brew concentrate in a cup with a little water and milk? Lazy man's cold brew? They all sound good right now. I know, huh? I know, huh? What do you guys want to see me make, though? I know, huh? feel like that's the most LA thing about me that I've maintained. I always say, I know, huh? I know, huh? It's like, when I was in middle school, that was like the thing, you know what I mean? Everyone would say, I know, huh? I know, huh? I know, huh? And now it's like stuck in my head forever. I know, huh? I know, huh? You don't like coffee? I feel it. It do make people's booties go rumbly, you know? It do make you go poo-poo. Boo. Banning bots. If you're not following and you're not a bot, you should drop a follow so I know you're not a bot, alright? If you're not following and you're not a bot, you should drop a follow so I know you're not a bot. Because I'm just banning anyone who looks like a bot right now. Ban. And you guys can say hi, by the way. You can say hello. I do like you guys. If you're here and I haven't banned you, it's because I like you. I see all your names. Hello, everybody. I miss you. Kiss, kiss. All right. I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you're having a good work day. Google's like, reminder, you have web and app activity turned off. I'm like, boy, I know. You think you gotta remind me? I'm not giving you shit, motherfucker. Turn off and delete activity if you haven't, guys. Turn off and delete activity. I think I've already done it on all these. Yeah, I've already done it on all these. Boom. Yeah. I've deleted all my Google, like the Google tracking data. You guys should totally delete that. Google Ads, you know, Google Analytics, like anything that you have on your Google like privacy account, make sure you've deleted it. Eat it, delete it, and skeet it, bro. Sometimes you'd consider going digital audio. You're basically super lacking. I don't know about audio. I'm not an audio guy. I would like to do better stuff. I got this, like, this is the Blue Yeti. I got it as a USB, you know, USB mic. What's up, Familiar? How you doing? Appreciate you. Thanks for saying hi. So yeah, I definitely need, like, an audio, like, I don't know, not like, I don't know. I don't even think I need to change anything. Yeah, mic sounds fine. I mean, yeah, it's like when you get a $300 USB mic, it's going to be as good as, like, a really cheap XLR, right? For the most part. I don't really know. Like, at least from a normie's perspective, you know, if you're just like listening to like it as like a normie like me, like I'm such a audio normie. I just don't know, you know, I just don't know shit about audio, to be honest. Used to hate on blue mics, but it's on they're just overpriced. Yeah. I mean, it's basically the Logitech issue. It's the Logitech issue now because now they're owned by Logitech. So yeah, they saw them and they're like, damn, they're doing a good job doing exactly what we're doing. But yeah, the Blue Yetis are garbage, like the Snowball and shit like that. Oh, bro, it's so bad. Having the interface on the mic is generally seen as not pro. But it doesn't really make a shade of a difference. I got you. Bedringer, I don't even know what that is. This was bought for me. This was like bought for me, you know what I mean? Like everything in the studio was kind of like bought for me, besides for the camera, which I've had since like 2014. I've had this camera since like 2014, 2012. Yeah, everything else was bought for me, like the lights and the mic. But yeah, I need something to control the audio levels. I need a ton of like dials, you know what I mean? So, and I don't want to change too much. I just want to plug in another thing because I'm lazy, dog. I'm lazy as fuck. So this, I've seen a couple other things, but this one seems like it's the best option. This one seems like it's the best option. Oh, German, old parts, blueprints, gotcha. Powerful audio mixer, right? So I need something like this. Look at that. So like quick mute on everything, on all these channels, you know? I could like shuffle through them using the arrow keys. I think it's gonna help. I saw this one too, and I'm like, It's like for 50 extra bucks, you get the buttons and you get the shifter. You get like the scroll shit. Pretty good. Submixes, knob paging, so you could like turn through the pages. Do I use Stream Deck? Yeah, I got a Stream Deck. Mute modes. USB 2, USB-C connection, perfect. I mean, it's just fucking easy, bro. So yeah, if anyone wants to help crowdfund it, I think I put this on as a crowdfund. How do I put it on as a crowdfund? Maybe I can't. Why can't I... weird. Why can't it do little, you know what I mean? Like, I figured I would be able to do it, or maybe I could delete this. Do I have to go into the, here, let me go into like the panel settings really quick. I want to show you guys that. Here, let's see, edit. Can I edit this? You guys can also like suggest GIFs too on that way. Like if you're like, yo, you should take a look at this instead. Do I have my audio set up with custom Stream Deck keys for now? Yeah, I do. Exactly, that's what I do. Like I have like a mute button for the mic, but the dials, I really want the dials because like the increments on the Stream Deck, it's not great, and it doesn't work for certain things. Like my YouTube Music custom desktop program won't work for that, although like pause and play works. When I click the audio like volume change buttons on the Stream Deck that I've assigned to that application, they don't work. I don't know why. It works on every other application. I just want something with knobs. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I just want something with knobs. Yeah. I think that's where I'm at this point in time. I just want a little knobby knob. I had a feeling the knobs were the catch, but yeah, the software, yeah. If the Stream Deck just had a couple knobs on it, which I think they made a new one that does, then it would be kind of cool, but here, let me enable crowdfunding on this. Proceed Go XLR is expensive. I've heard about that. I've heard about that one too. Let me look that up. I've heard about that one too. Yeah, this seems like way too much for me. This seems like way too much for me. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people use this. This just seems like it's going to be a ton of things that I'd never use. You know what I mean? It looks cool. This is pretty sick. I don't know. You guys can add suggestions too if you want. You guys can add suggestions. I'm okay with that. How are the drivers on the one I'm looking at? I don't know. Everyone tells me that this is the best one. But I just, like, don't really know. Everyone tells me that this is the best one. It's, like, super compatible with everything. It works great with OBS, and it works great with any custom application, you know. I don't know. There you go. That's the link. Here, let me do this. Command. I just made it so that it's crowdfundable now. Boom. 0% fee, it says. So command add wish list, I guess. Yay! All right. So bike adventures. I mean, that's just like so I can buy the new bike. We need like 1.25K, which I'm just gonna be throwing my own money at that eventually. I have $300 in gift cards, so that's $300 knocked off that actually. I have $300 in like REI gift cards for that. So thank you to everyone who's been contributing. But yeah, here's, you know, you can basically do 5, you can do whatever. And this is probably what we will go with now, unless I find something better. Beacon mix create drivers. Let's see, how are the drivers? I don't know. I hear this is plug and play. 24 channel. Oh my god. God damn, bro. You need sources sorted out nice in OBS. Usually needs fucking with if yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I like all the mute buttons. I have my Stream Deck like right next to me, like right by my knee. I like all the buttons I got on here. I like all the different things I can do, but like, you know, I can like pause the song through here. I can like, you know, I can mute my mic. I can mute Discord. I can run an ad, you know, all that stuff. The number one issue that I have with the Stream Deck is I'm not able to adjust my music. I'm not able to adjust like how often you're going into the volume sliders at the moment. Not a ton. When, like, the thing that I don't like is when I want to change the volume, if I need to adjust the volume on, like, YouTube Music, like, somebody sends in a YouTube Music, you know, link, somebody sends in, like, a song, right, and I, like, queue it up. Sometimes the volume levels are different because YouTube sucks. And then I gotta, like, click into the window, and then I gotta, like, move stuff around. Hey, what's up, Nabil? The only thing you use the Stream Deck for is sound clips. I feel it. I use it for, like, basically everything. I would like to have this on my desk so I can do the volume stuff, like when we're watching a movie or like when people raid in and they start following, I can just like whoop, mute, turn it off. Like I have that on the Stream Deck, but I want to have like the granular adjustment. So that's why I'm going for this thing. I want to have like the dial. And yeah, it seems like the drivers are good. I don't know shit about it, but it seems like from what I've heard, it seems like it's pretty good. And like the utility looks good, like the actual like utility looks really good, like the software utility. auto app assignments, right? Like if you're like running applications that are doing audio output and you don't have them programmed in, it automatically adds them. It automatically adds that motherfucker. So I'm hype on that. It's like, oh, there's an audio output from this source, we're adding it. You know what I mean? So like that shit's pretty fucking hype. If anyone has any other suggestions, you're able to click suggest GIF, and then you're able to like type in things that you think I would like or whatever, and I'll like check it out. You know what I mean? You know, if you see like a massive 10-foot dildo and you're like, damn, Kyle would really like this. You know what I mean? Like you could just add it. I'll put it on my only cans. Not one dial. I have seen, yeah. I've made a lot of keyboards like that. Like the Sunsetter and things like that. Don't suggest a 9-footer, not tall enough. Yeah, not tall enough, bro, not tall enough. I'm a big boy. Yeah, I don't need one dial. I need, like, probably several dials. But yeah, I thought about making my own. I've made something similar with the Raspberry Pi Pico H during one of our, like, live streams. But then it's like I have a breadboard, and I got all these potentiometers and shit, and it just looks ridiculous, bro. It looks ridiculous, bro. So... And obviously, not the best. The programming was not great, you know? It is pretty cool, it is pretty cool. I have all the components still around. We just fuck around, you know, a little breadboard potentiometer action. I like fucking around with hardware, man. I don't know a lot about hardware, I like fucking around with it, though. Yeah, if you guys have suggestions for the stream, I mean... Yeah, I'll make a little list of, like, all the stuff I have later, like, set up. I'll make a list of, like, my whole setup later. Oof. Oh, man. Yeah, I got, like, everything on my stream clip. I Stream Deck. I got volume sliders, I got the add button, I got Chrome audio here, I got, like, you know, the music stuff, I got, like, basically everything, right? See, look, that's a song, right? So if I click this, it pulls up the song that's currently playing through the YouTube Music Custom Desktop app that I've downloaded from GitHub, which is the only one that works with a Stream Deck. And, yeah, you know, it's like, everything I've done to, like, make the stream custom and good has, like, a little, like, drawback, you know, little perk, little drawback, you know, so, like, this device, the device I just showed, would probably help me solve a lot of the current, like, you know, like, cons, the current drawbacks of, like, the configuration I've gone with. Don't realize how much OBS, yeah. Yeah, OBS is great. I have OBS shit bound to my macro pad. I know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to OBS keybinds, scenes, stuff like that, hotkeys. That's fucking easy. That's nothing. That's a no-brainer. Current keyboard got the roller assigned desktop audio. It's super handy, bro. It's super handy. All right, let's go.
Ransomware gang hijacks university.
Yes. OBS is great. OBS is great. Open source at its best, straight up. All right, let's go.
Ransomware gang hijacks university alert system to issue threats. Built as the Avos ransomware gang hijacked Bluefield University's emergency broadcast system, Room Alert, to send students and staff SMS texts and email alerts that their data was stolen and would soon be released. Bluefield University is a small private university in Bluefield, Virginia, with roughly 900 students. On April the 30th, the university disclosed to students and staff that they had suffered a cyber attack that impacted the IT systems, causing all examinations to be postponed.
Yeah, I wish they had like a copy left sort of thing on OBS instead. I'm not sure if that's the right term. I think it is. So like if they were adding enhancements, if they were adding features like Slobs was trying to do, they have to contribute it back to mainstream OBS. They have to like provide that option. Like, oh yeah, we made this cool thing. We made a little add-on story. We made this, that, and the other thing. You know what I mean? Like if there are any features that were actually like would be beneficial to mainline OBS, which Slobs has come out with a couple things that they could add to mainline OBS that would be pretty convenient for people. That they could like, you know, use that code, rework it, refactor it. But no, fuck Slobs. No, they're fucking pieces of shit. They're selling and monetizing, like, mostly garbage that they've built on top. It's like a gilded turd for the most part. Slobs is way worse than OBS. But I think they should be legally obligated to contribute anything that they've made, any custom code, at least offer and provide it back to OBS. Stream Deck Plus has the dials. It's $200 too, though, so yeah, exactly. I don't want another Stream Deck. I would rather get something like, you know, I've seen that one too, but I already have, you know, the big Stream Deck. So it's like, I don't want the little Stream Deck. You know what I mean? Isn't that the little one? Is it the little one? Or nah? Let me see. Stream Deck. Yeah, the little one. It's the little one, yeah? Yeah. I would prefer the other one because it has the two side buttons. You know what I mean? So that I can, like, shift down. Like, I know I could program that into the touch LED buttons. But yeah. I want the light indicator. I want the red light indicator when things are muted because I mute shit all the time. You know what I mean? So I've thought about all these things. I've thought about all these things. I appreciate your guys' suggestions, but here, let's do this. If you have suggestions for the stream setup, boom, that's where I like them.
At the time, the university claimed that its investigation had found no evidence of any cases of financial fraud or identity theft linked to this incident. Faculty and students can safely use and access Mibu, Canvas, and library resources through the university's website, explained Bluefield University. However, the incident took a nasty turn on May 1, 2023, with the Avos, aka Avoslocker, threat actors still having access to the university's RIM alert system, an emergency alert system used to warn students and staff via email and text of campus emergencies or threats. As first reported by the ransomware gang used the RIM alert system to send both SMS and email alerts warning that personal data was stolen and would be released if Bluefield University did not pay a ransom demand. Hello students of Bluefield University. We're Avoslocker and so more. We hacked the university network to exfiltrate 1.2 TB files, read one of the alerts to students and staff. We have admissions data from thousands of students. Your personal information is at risk to be leaked on the dark web blog. Do not allow the university to lie about severity of the attack. As proof, we leaked sample Monday, May 1, 2023, 1800 hours GMT, 2 p.m. Additional alerts shared links and instructions on accessing the ransomware gang's data leak site to see further messages about the attack and any leaked data. Avoslocker alert notification to student source, databreaches.net.
To students, they said, a RAM alert, cyber attack update. Hello, students. We are this ransomware group. We've exfiltrated all this data. We have your data. Don't allow the university to lie. As I said earlier, Tor browser, here it is. You can see that we actually did this. Also, please share this information with local media news. If we don't receive payment, full data will be published.
The final message delivered through the hijacked RIM alert system urged recipients to share the information with news outlets and threatened to publish all stolen data if the university did not pay them a ransom. Later that day, the ransomware gang released a limited amount of stolen data, including a W-2 tax form for the university's president and a document related to their insurance policy.
Fuck.
The use of the emergency alert system is likely meant to prevent the university's administration from downplaying the impact of the cyber attack or claiming that no data had been stolen, essentially increasing the extortion pressure on the educational institute. Bluefield University published an update on the cyber attack, informing students and staff that remediation and system restoration efforts are still underway, and they still haven't found any evidence of abuse of student data.
These are some smart crims, dude.
However,
Fuck.
the Educational Institute admitted that their emergency alerts system had been hacked and urged people contacted by the cybercriminals not to click on any links or respond to these messages. Ransomware groups have used multiple methods to raise the heat on their victims with double and triple extortion, including calling their partners, emailing their customers, emailing their competitors, or setting up data leak portals with search features. The hijack of an emergency alerts system appears to be a novel extortion method. While it could be an opportunistic case, it shows the lengths to which ransomware actors go to amplify their blackmail. Related articles, mid-user ransomware.
Jesus, bro. Whew. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're just trying to show full pwnage. They're trying to show full pwnage. God damn. Battle Royale. Oh no, you beat me up? Banned. No, I'm kidding. Ha, you won? Banned. You always root for the clam, pokey violence, yo. What did they leak? President's tax form? They said that 1.2 terabytes? Yeah, probably of like student data, personal data, employee data, yeah, like administration data. Familiar, there you go. 1.2 terabytes a year. 1.2 terabytes. Maybe even student disciplinary action, some sensitive. There could be some sensitive stuff there for real. It could be student disciplinary action, you know what I mean? Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Students at Bluefield University what's the like rude alarm? What is it? Rude awakening? Well, something like that. What's a good little pun to throw in here about like alarms? Because it's an alert system when you do an audit on that kind of data we're supposed to be storing. Oh. So much what? So much dross? What's dross? Okay, students at Bluefield University had a rude awakening after checking their texts. Their university, their uni alert management system was pwned by Avoslocker Group. This is why I didn't go exactly. That's why. You guys are funny as shit. Avoslocker Group. The adversary claims to have exfiltrated admissions and personal data amounting to 1.2 TB. And released the Prez's W2 as proof. Bluefield University's community had a rude awakening after checking. Had a rude awakening. I don't know. Damn, let's see. What can we say? Bluefield University's community. Got hacked. Fuck it. Claims to have exfiltrated. This will include anything from like your parents, your financial aid, your academics, all sorts of shit for sure. I don't know. Sky's the limit, really. Like if you're in a uni setting, there's so much interconnected data, and all these other systems are able to access each other's data. Damn, bro, I said in here 777 followers, and then somebody unfollowed me. You fuck nugget. You fuck nugget. I don't know who did it. I'm kidding. I don't really fucking care, bro. I thought it was funny, though. I thought it was pretty funny, bro. I like it. Said, oh my god, we finally did it, bro. We hit 700. And then somebody was like, boop. I'm like, you fucker. You fucker. Now somebody else gets to be 777. Now somebody else gets to be 777. First of all, how dare you? Secondly, how dare you? Third of all, how dare you? Over fast. Who wants to be my 777th follower? You could be that person right now. You could be that guy. That guy, girl, or non-binary individual. You could be him, her, or them. 780,000 child mental health patients record exposed. Explode. Imagine. Pew! Twitter, yeah. The Bird app. Yeah. The Bird app. Bird up, as we say in my country. Bird up. Yo, Eric Andre is goated. Making an account. Bro, you're fucking awesome. Thank you. You're honestly one of my favorite chatters, like, consistently. Not gonna lie. Here, you know what? You're getting a VIP right now. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna make a coffee. I'm gonna take you guys with me. Honestly, consistently one of my favorite chatters. No cap, brother. Alright, guys. Coffee. Wondering if lower... there's a lot. We actually talk about it a lot. A lot of high school breaches. The payout is lower, but also the controls, right? The controls are a lot less advanced. Great question. Or great thought. I guess it's not really a question, but I'll treat it like it's a question, and I'm going to say great question. Because we actually cover this all the time. We cover high schools getting hacked all the time. UK high schools, there's been a huge string of attacks. And yeah, the data's there. The data isn't necessarily great. There's sometimes mental health data that they can use and monetize by, like, weaponizing it and saying, we're going to release your mental health data on, we're going to put it out on the internet. We're going to put out, your mental illness and, like, say that you're, like, this and that and, like, your therapist and this and that. Because a lot of kids get these resources through public school these days. So, yeah, there's some of that. There's also, obviously, like, parent data, home data, you know what I mean? Like, also stored in these school systems, so I think they are a target. They're a pretty big target, but they're just not an extremely lucrative target. They're not an extreme, like, you don't make a ton of money, but, like, you could do more of them. They're easier to do. They have less IT staff than, like, big tech companies, banks, or, like, even small tech companies. They have, like, way less IT staff. Good question-ish. Not a question. Good thing almost that could resemble a question, that I will interpret as a question so I can answer it. All right, guys, let's go. It's kind of a question, not really a question, but I guess you were thinking, and I think you wanted me to answer that, right? You were thinking, and I guess you wanted me to kind of, like, answer that. So that's my answer. That's what I would say. Are they targeting schools, or do they just happen to land on some schools when they dragnet their fish? No, they're trying for schools. They're trying for academic institutions, especially higher education's pretty lucrative because you can get, like, a lot of data research sometimes. If you pop higher education and you're a nation state adversary, you're going for research. You're going for, like, anything that could help you basically bolster your own efforts in that regard, right? So whether it's like chemical research, nuclear research, whatever's going on at universities. security research, you know what I mean? It's valuable. In the right hands, it's valuable. You know what I mean? In the wrong hands, it's nothing, right? So it all depends on what your goal is. You know, like nation-state adversaries, right? Obviously, their goal is to bolster their own countries. You know, technical, you know, defensive, offensive. You know what I mean? Like security posture most of the time, right? Like that's why they're hacking people. They're trying to get data. They're doing political hacktivism. They're doing this or that. So hacking schools is good if you're just a cyber terrorist. If you're a cyber terrorist, also, just hacking schools is great because you can cause a lot of fear and make people feel like their kids aren't safe, their kids' data's out there, you know. You can make people freak out. It's if you're a cyber terrorist, it's great to hack schools and target children, right? Target children, target mental health, target you know, psychology, sorry, not psychology, psychologist offices, right? Like therapists, stuff like that. And release this data, make people feel unsafe in their own communities. You know, make them feel unsafe when they walk out the door. Then you're doing a great job as a terrorist. You know what I mean? As a terrorist, you're doing a great job, right? So that is honestly, that's honestly all it is for some groups, right? Some groups are trying to do terror. Some groups want money. You know what I mean? So it depends on the motivation, right? We talk about mice and rascals a lot in order to sort of pigeonhole the motivations of a threat actor. You know what I mean? Money, influence. What is it? Money, influence. You know, there's some other stuff. You know, C is like, I forget what C is, but some people just want to watch the world burn. Oh, let's say some people just want to watch the world burn. Some people are hacking schools for money. Some people are hacking schools because it's an easy target. And although the payout's low, you get more money. You get way more money. So yeah, I hope that answers these past couple questions. And yeah, it's not an accident. It's always deliberate. It's always intentional. It's not like, oh, we got into school. It's like, yes, we popped the school. You know what I mean? We popped the school we were trying to pop. You know, they'll make a list of schools, Texas, Florida, you know, Virginia, high schools, you know, secondary, primary, you know what I mean? And, yeah, nothing's out of bounds, really. There's something useful to basically everybody. You know what I mean? Whether it's just being a terrorist or whether it's, you know, achieving political ends, right? A little something for everybody. A little something for everybody. Now let's slap a little milk in here and then we're done. There's just one more Office 365 tenant. Yeah, it's just like, exactly, like once you're in, you're in. I'm doing a little cold brew. So we did cold brew, a little ice, a little water. So this is like cold brew concentrate here. Right? It's a little cold brew concentrate. I throw that in there. I throw an ice cube in there, you know. There's several ice cubes. I usually use one big ice cube. I decided to use a little one today for no reason particularly. I just felt like it, I guess. And throw our little lid on it. I slap it a little to mix up the water, the coffee, and the ice. And the milk. And back to it. We're done. So, quick and easy, you know, if you're lazy and you don't want to make like I don't want to spend a lot of time at the espresso machine right now. I'd rather just come back and talk more. So, that's what we're going to do. All right. So, there we go. Just taking apart. Oh, excuse me. Gashy. All right, guys. I'm going to put away the IRL gear, the mic gear. It's all packaged up, tucked away. All right, guys. Oh, man, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. It's been a fun day, man. It's been a fun day. So, oh my god, I got another unfollower on Twitter. Damn, bro, we got haters. Hater Central. God damn, bro. Hater Central, bro. God damn. Hater Central, bro. That's funny as fuck. We were so close. We were so close to 777. We were 777 for a second. Dude, we were 777 for a second. Damn. That kind of sucks, huh? Dude, it's a little weird when somebody just follows and then unfollows you. I'm unfollowing this motherfucker. Fuck you. Fuck this guy. Fuck, this guy who works at application security and SeatGeek and research and pro D3 defense. So weird, bro. Happily empty themselves? I don't know. Probably because people just, like, can't program database management systems. Which is hard. Yeah, this fucking guy, bro, literally followed me and then unfollowed me. Like, go fuck yourself, dog. Now I'm unfollowing your ass, bro. Now I'm unfollowing your ass, bro. You know? What an ass. What an ass, bro. Yeah, fuck those people. Like, why, what's the point? You just want me to follow you and then you unfollow me? Like, eat shit, dog. You suck. Also unfollowed you? Yeah. Yeah. See? Haters, bro. Haters, bro. We got them haters, bro. Weird. Weird. Weirdos. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, babe. But yeah, it's weird, bro. It is really weird when, like, you know, fair weather friends. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. I get people who are like, when I'm working at a company and they want a job or they want this and that or they're interviewing, you know, they're like, hey, buddy, how's it going? Oh my god, so good to chat with you. Hey, by the way, can you help me with this thing? It's like, you motherfucking fair weather friends. Fuck you guys. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys can think of one person who's like, when you're doing well, this motherfucker always shows up. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, buddy, maybe I can kind of like ride on your coattails. Maybe I can, you know.
Brightline hack exposes data of...
It's like, dog, where were you? Where were you? Where were you for the past 5 years? Like, why are you asking me for shit now?
Data of over 780,000 child mental health
We could have been getting it together, you know?
Alessandro Massolino, freelance journalist.
Fake motherfuckers, bro.
Pediatric mental
You don't
health
have any friends or families like that, though? I feel it, bro.
Suffered a data breach on January the 30th, impacting 783,606 people.
Yeah. They're desperate, dog. They're desperate. It's kind of pathetic. It's kind of pathetic. The only reason I have a thing that's like, hey, yo, like... It's because of those people. It's because of those people who, like, act nice to your face, you know what I mean? And then follow you, and you follow them, and then they unfollow you right after. It's like people who have met in real life. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're such a weirdo. Like, is it that important to you? Like, because you're making yourself seem like a douche, you know what I mean? When you do that, you're making yourself seem like a douchebag. You're making yourself seem like a bad person. Like, somebody who's just like, you know, it's like the type of person who it's like, they'll shake your hand and then talk shit about you. You know what I mean? It's like that type of motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same shit, dog. Even though it's online, even though it's social media, even though it doesn't seem like a big deal, you know what I mean? It's like, it's the same motherfuckers. It's the same motherfuckers, really, who are just fake as shit and you can't trust them.
Writing in a
They're fake as shit. Like, if you do that shit, you're fake as shit, you know?
Brightline said the breach was related to a zero-day vulnerability in its Pwn2Go Anywhere MFT secure file sharing platform.
Okay, we talked about Pwn2Go Anywhere MFT. The self-hosted ones, people just didn't update them. The cloud-hosted ones, it took a while. People updated them. At first, Pwn2Go was like, guys, don't worry. Only self-deployed instances are vulnerable. And then they came back and they were like, whoa, hold up. Actually, our cloud instances that we're hosting for you and that you're paying for are vulnerable as well. They didn't know at first because you had to do a little bit of something different in order to get a workaround, and then they updated it and then they patched it. Used to be on Instagram, the follow for follow back, people just slightly unfollow a couple days later, take some third-party tool. Yeah, exactly. So I have that running on Twitter, and it's like, bro, it's like, why are people doing this? Like, you're so fucking weird for that. You know what I mean? Like, you're so fucking weird for that shit. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do it back. Like, I'm gonna do it back. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. Fuck you. You know, like, god damn it. It is annoying. These are some annoying motherfuckers. Like, I'm looking at all these people, and they fit exactly what you guys are talking about. They fit the whole, like, I want to be social media guy, you know what I mean? Like, so bad. So badly. You know? I want to be big social media thought influencer, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of sad. I find it kind of sad. Because they act really nice to me, and I meet them in person, I meet them at professional events, and they're asking me this and that, and they want this and that help, and they want that and the other thing. And they're like asking me about this and that, about my career and how they can get to here and there and whatever. And they may have 10,000, they may have 20,000, some of them have 175,000 followers on Twitter. And they're like, I don't even tell them to follow me. They're like, are you on Twitter? And I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, I'm gonna follow you, follow me back. And I'm like, okay, dude. And then, you know, because I don't tweet like that, you know what I mean? I don't tweet like these motherfuckers with 175,000 followers. And then, you know, they fucking follow me and then they unfollow. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you're so weird. Like, I just talked to you in real life. You're so fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like, fake ass motherfuckers, dogs. Straight up. Straight up. Yeah, they're hoping to snake your follower. Bro. Like, honestly, these people are just, yeah. Like, if you're doing that shit, you're a fucking weirdo freak. You know what I mean? Like,
Through
straight
its
up.
investigation, Fortis states...
You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo.
Through its
If you do that,
investigation,
you know? Like,
Fortis states that it identified a previously unknown vulnerability which an unauthorized party
motherfuckers be
used
weird
to
as
gain
shit, dude.
access to certain Fortis customers' accounts and download files, including ours, reads the notice. Brightline said its investigation determined the incident was limited to the Fortis service and did not impact its network. However, the data stolen from the breach included patients' confidential information. This, potentially, includes some combination of the following data elements: individuals' names, addresses, dates of birth, member identification numbers, date of health plan coverage, and/or employer names, the company wrote.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. And this is great for fraud. This is great for health fraud. This is great for every type of fraud. You can do a lot of fraud. Financial fraud, health fraud, etc. Yeah, it's kind of weird, bro. It's kind of weird.
According to Bleeping Computer, these attacks...
Oh, and here's one of the reasons why I don't do that whole, like, social media snake thing. Because my reputation matters to me more than that. You know, like, if you do that, I think people look at you a certain way. I definitely look at you a certain way if you do shit like that, you know? Like, I think people look at you a certain way. I care more about, like, you know, my reputation, right? Than, like, getting one or two more followers, you know, getting somebody to follow me and then tricking them, you know, pulling that wool over their eyes. I prefer to be seen as somebody who's, like, who has, what's the word? What's the word? Not like, I don't want to say like morals, but it's like integrity. You know what I mean? Like, I try to be consistent. I try to, you know, like, I don't do shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's weird. I think it's weird. It reminds me of, we talked about, like, using people, like, as a means to an end. You know what I mean? It's exactly like that to me.
According to Bleeping Computer,
it's
these
exactly
attacks
like
were
that to me,
conducted
you know?
by the Clopran Somewhere gang using the command injection vulnerability.
Brand new one, Go Anywhere
the
MFT.
Clopran Somewhere gang was able to make...
Clop has been weaponizing Go Anywhere since it's basically been available.
The fact that the Clopran Somewhere
Like
gang was
the
able to
POC.
maintain compromise in Brightline's environments for months, even after publicly listing Brightline in their portal, is very telling of the current state of information security in the healthcare industry, commented David Beaners, an associate principal consultant at the Synopsys Software Integrity Group.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
While proactive protection against
Thank you for the follow,
vulnerabilities
dude.
is critically important, this incident shows that proving you have strong incident response capabilities before you get breached is just as important, if not even more important in a situation like this. Echoing Beaners' point, James Graham, VP of Risk Lens, said healthcare industry members are often targeted by threat actors, which means healthcare organizations need to be exceptionally sure of their
100%,
cybersecurity
100%.
investments. Part of this is performing quantitative risk assessments using the FAIR standard to provide an overview of risk in terms of probability and cost, allowing for security investments to be made more efficiently.
Cool. Honestly, guys, when we talk about quantitative risk assessments, we're basically trying to figure out the likelihood of something occurring, right? Like, based on your current situation, based on your current configurations, based on what you're doing, based on the information you're storing there. How sensitive is it and how likely is it to get popped? You know what I mean? When we're talking about risk assessments, we're analyzing the threat landscape along with your attack surface. You guys are like, what the fuck is a threat landscape? There's a landscape? That's like a geography thing. What the fuck is an attack surface? There's a surface of an attack. Don't worry, I'm gonna explain both of these terms right now. I know it's confusing as fuck if you don't have security brain rot like your boy. Okay, attack surface. You can think of it as like a membrane, right? If there's like a flat panel and there's a hole in it, things can go through, right? If there isn't, like if you have an umbrella with the hole in the middle, you're gonna get wet, right? Attack surfaces are like an umbrella. You're protecting whatever's under the umbrella. There could be holes, there could be vulnerabilities in the umbrella. You know what I mean? What are some potential vulnerabilities of an umbrella? Well, the fabric rips, you know, maybe it doesn't open, right? So that's your attack surface. Your attack surface, the umbrella. The thing underneath is the shit you're trying. I just made this up. This is pretty good. The shit underneath is the stuff you're trying to protect. If it gets wet, it's fucked, right? If it gets wet, it's fucked. You know what I mean? So that's the attack surface. And then threat landscape are the things that could potentially impact your umbrella that are out there now. Maybe it's raining daggers. Maybe it's hailing daggers, like icy daggers, right? That could cut through your umbrella, dude. Maybe your umbrella has a defect in it. You know, they just had a recall on your umbrella. You know what I mean? There's a vulnerability in your umbrella. There's a recall on your umbrella. You know, your umbrella is fucked, right? So companies with really big attack surfaces have really big umbrellas. Yeah, and more shit can go wrong, right? More shit can go wrong. As you increase the services you're offering, the things that you do, more shit can go wrong. The bigger the umbrella, right? If I had an umbrella that was like 6 feet across, right? It's more likely to break than that tiny little umbrella that you put in your drink to keep the rain out of it, okay? We're gonna keep going with this fucking illusion here, this illusion to umbrella. Umbrella needs an update. Exactly. Sometimes you need to update your umbrella. Sometimes your umbrella doesn't work. Sometimes you can't fix it. Sometimes you can't fix or patch your umbrella. It's too far gone, right? And then you have umbrella technical debt. Yeah, that's right. You keep neglecting it, your umbrella gets more fucky-wucky over time, and then it's even harder for you to fix it, right? It's even harder for you to fix it, and rip and replace is obviously, oh man, you don't want to buy a new umbrella. You don't want to build a completely new umbrella. You don't want to get a whole new umbrella. You already got your umbrella. So the attack surface, if you increase your attack surface, there are more things that can go wrong, right? Because attack surface is the sort of shit that people could fuck with, you know, on your network. Whether you just have email servers exposed or like the go anywhere MFT vulnerability like we're seeing right now, that's a part of your attack surface. The tools you're buying and bringing into your infrastructure, part of your attack surface. Your infrastructure as code, right? The stuff that you're deploying out there, the services that you have out there for people to use, the things that people need to access, that's your attack surface. And sometimes under the umbrella, yeah, sometimes somebody under the umbrella fucks up and closes it for a second because somebody asked nicely. There you go. Could you close your umbrella for a second? I'm afraid of umbrellas and I want to come talk to you. Ha ha, your shit got wet, motherfucker. Yeah, true. Social engineering. That's social engineering. Got him. Or like employee compromise, right? Okay. A pediatric mental health service provider, Brightline, suffered a breach at the end of January this year. It impacted more than 750K people. Hey, Rumble, how you doing? This appears to be linked to the Go Anywhere MFT 0 day that has been actively exploited. Confidential patient information has 750,000 people's confidential information. Yeah, great question, Ribbons. I'll answer that in a question. Give me a sec. Multiple umbrellas, each of their own hole. You line them up, there's a clear path all the way down. Yeah. Unwanted. Sometimes we put a circle in a square hole. You know what I mean? Sometimes we put a circle patch on a square hole. Don't worry, we patched it, right? And then shit trickles in, right? Like we see, patches don't necessarily always solve the vulnerability. Sometimes it just makes it a little harder to circumvent. I'm going to answer everyone else's questions, so just give me a sec. All right, let's talk about the different motivations for threat actors, mice and rascals. Do we have this right here? So this is what the governments of the world agree are the motivations for actors. Mice, money, right? Motivation, that's a good motivation. Ideology, well, you can kind of see how this could lead into terrorist activity, right? MI, right? Ideology. GRU, right? Like a Cuban Missile Crisis, right? Like basically people doing all sorts of like stuff for like influencing people towards their ideology or away from another one, right? So terrorism's pretty good at that. Coercion or compromise, right? Basically, right? We're talking about spy shit, right? If you could blackmail somebody, right? That's a form of compromise or coercion, right? You could coerce them into doing what you want. Honey traps, you know, sparrow squads. Some of you have probably heard of this. Being coerced into illegal sexual behavior. Yeah, so the FBI, CIA, you know, and the GRU obviously partake in all this stuff. Ego or excitement, right? Sometimes people just want to watch the world burn, right? And they want to be like, yeah, it's me, motherfucker. It's me, motherfucker. Hey, hi, how you darn, right? So, if you want to know more about this, you could look at Mice and Rascals. But basically, yes, some people just want to cause pain and suffering. Some people are told to cause pain and suffering. And the reason why terrorism, right, is really, really effective is because it can change behavior, right? Like, if you're afraid of going to the therapist because you think they're going to get hacked. Oh, wow, thank you for liking 50. My tweets are awesome. So, if you, let's say, for example, if your goal is to make, let's say, Ukrainian people feel like they're not safe, right? You would shut down their power system, you know, potentially before invading, causing a blackout. You turn on air raid sirens when nothing's going on, right? So that's the psychological side of hacking and how that can have, you know, psychological impact, right? So I hope that makes sense, Ribbons. I hope that kind of like helps answer some of these questions a little bit. Like, terrorism is useful in and of itself to cause terror, right? So cyber terrorism is the same thing, right? To cause terror, to influence people, blah, 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 blah. Makes sense. Thanks. Also, that's fucked up. Yes, it is. That's why, I think if you stay here long enough, yeah, there's a lot of shit that's fucked up. Like people hacking military wives, like the Ukrainians hacked the Russian military wives, got them to pose naked, you know, basically, you know, got a ton of intel from them and then blackmailed them, right? So like, yeah, different motivations for sure. And sometimes mixed motivations, right? Use intervention of a British spy handler talks about blackmail stuff developed. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really, 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 really fucking cool. And a lot of it has been pioneered by the West, right? Like we've done a really, really good job of blackmailing, you know, aggregating information on people, you know, weaponizing that information, and then using that to influence behavior. A lot of it came out of the German intelligence services pre-World War II. Yeah, they set up blackmail ops in university towns. Makes sense. All right, let's go.
Cisco phone adapters vulnerable to ROCE attacks.
Yeah. Terrorism's useful because it influences behavior, basically. You know, that's why people find terrorism useful.
Cisco has disclosed a vulnerability in the web-based management interface of Cisco SPA-112 two-port phone
It's a mechanism of control,
allowing
you know?
an unauthenticated remote attacker to execute
like
arbitrary
almost,
code on
right?
the devices.
Don't do this or you'll be next, right?
2023-20126 and having a critical CVSS score of 9.8. This vulnerability is caused by a missing authentication process within a firmware upgrade function.
Ooh,
An attacker
this sounds
could exploit
great.
this
Another 9.8, bro? Oh my god. Yo, guys, go start popping Cisco phones. Get some money, though. Do it legally,
An
okay?
attacker could exploit this vulnerability by upgrading an affected device to a crafted version of firmware, reads Cisco's security bulletin. A successful exploit could allow the attacker to execute arbitrary code on the affected device with full privileges. These phone adapters are a popular choice in the industry for incorporating analog phones into VoIP networks without upgrading. While these adapters may be
Bring your own vulnerable firmware.
These phone adapters are a popular choice in the industry for incorporating analog phones into VoIP networks without upgrading. While these adapters may be used in many organizations, they are likely not exposed to the internet, making these flaws mostly exploitable from the local network. However, gaining access to these devices could help a threat actor spread laterally on a network without detection, as security software does not commonly monitor these types of devices. Since Cisco SPA112 has reached the end of its life, it is no longer supported by the vendor and will not receive a security
Rip and
update.
replace, huh?
Also, Cisco has provided no mitigations for CVE 2023-20136.
Yeah, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it, dog. They're not going to do it.
Cisco's security bulletin aims at raising awareness of the need to
replace it. Replace it. Oh, yeah, just buy a new one. Buy a new one.
To protect them from attacks.
Buy a new one.
The recommended replacement model is Cisco at a 190 series analog telephone adapter, which is a designated end-of-life date on March 31, 2024. The company is unaware of any instances of active exploitation of CVE 2023-20136 in the wild, but this could change at any time.
Reminds me of industrial control
systems. To take the appropriate precautions urgently. Critical severity flaws on one's
IoT, ICS, it's garbage, dude. Garbage.
For use in attacks, potentially leading to large-scale security incidents.
Dude, obviously the absolute state of IoT and ICS security, man. This is just fucking in line with everything we've seen. Thank you, Globus, for liking and retweeting. Retweeting the tweets I tweet. The tweets I quote. Retweeting the tweets I quote. Alright, let's keep going. Boom! Your boy on task today. We're running through this news. God damn, we're not even 2.5 hours in. Look at all the articles we've covered already. Holy shit, I'm on task. I'm on my job. I'm on my job. Guys, speaking of jobs, I do treat this like it's my job. If you want to help me out, donate and wishlist. If you want to directly impact the stream, the wishlist is a great way to do that. We are crowdsourcing a couple items right now, including one expensive item and one fairly cheap item, a bicycle, and a volume control device that I will use to make the stream better. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. So, Cisco will not be providing a patch for, and let's do this so that people know. I was going to type in EOL, but nobody's going to know what that means. End-of-Life VoIP. IP phones. It's kind of fucked. This is just kind of, I hate this shit, bro. VoIP phone adapters. Let's see. Vulnerability. This vulnerability effects. Is this the right effects? No, this is it, right? Bro, I wish I knew English. Effects, the web-based, which one is it? Management, is this the right effects? Interface. Effects has to do with emotion. Oh, and then effects is not. Looks like this would work. What's this one then? Change result, the consequences of another action. Okay. Oh, is it only emotion? Hey, thank you, Globus. Appreciate you, dude. Affects the web-based browser management interface of these adapters. This enables arbitrary code execution. This critical CVE. That's interesting. Yeah, I find surveillance interesting. I find espionage interesting. I find it all very interesting. Like one of my guilty pleasures is looking at the apparatuses that are enforcing. Obviously we do it here sometimes. That are enforcing global mass surveillance. I think it's really fun to look at. I think it's super interesting. Effects, okay. Come on, Kyle. You can hack a computer, but you can't type English. Pretty sure affects there. Okay, thank you. There's vulnerability effects. Okay. But now I doubt everything. I don't know anything anymore. We can never actually know anything, especially English. No, I'm kidding. These phone adapters are popular. They're pretty popular. English is a Mr. D. Mr. D. I agree. I agree. I agree. English is just like such a clusterfuck, Ribbons, right? It's such a clusterfuck. No, I agree. It's good. This is true. Here, can I quote you on this, Ribbons? Can I quote you on this tweet? Can I add this as a quote? I want to add this as a quote. Like, because we have quotes, and our quotes are really fun. Quote. Can I add that as a quote for you? Why is the dust covered in camo? Is that how you stay hidden online? Okay. You're gonna be immortalized. Printing press was political, as is WordPress. I love this shit, dog. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Quote ad for loose syntax. Yo, for real. I love this. This is my new favorite quote, honestly. This is a good one. This is great. Immortalized. Oh, wait, no, wait. I need a... Oh, did I do that on the other one? Oh, no, I fucked up. Here, quote 12. Look at this. So there's an at, right? So I want to do quote 13 edit? Is that a thing? Will this work? This would be so fucking baller, bro. Oh, hold up. Oh, can I edit quote I'll check it out. Damn, bro, how do I edit these quotes? How do I get through to these quotes? Quote edit. To produce an effect. Oh, here we go. Okay, wait, quote. I can't, can I not? Maybe if I do quote add 13, and then I go like this. Will this work? Bro, if this works, I'm gonna be like, oh, bussin', certified here. No! No! Okay, quote remove, bro. This is so fucky here. Quote. We'll do quote add, and then we'll just get rid of the other one. Quote 13. Okay, quote remove 13. Quote 14. Sorry, guys, I'm flooding chat. Okay, quote 13. We delete and yeety. Quote 13 remove. Quote add. Whoops. Surf the spam. Yo, booty shaking on the spam. Quote 14. Now we got it. Now we got it. Which one did I remove? There we go. Yay! It works. Okay. I wish I had a clear command, like /clear. Chat goes, you know? That'd be great. Just look at my terminal, bro. I need I need terminal parity in chat, guys. Yo, I want to make my chat look like a terminal. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, I want to make it like terminal green. They got a command to show all quote. Well, if you do quote, then it just shows the random ones, and you could do like quote 1, you know? Quote 2, you know? Quote 3. So it's kind of fun, right? Like, do it like that. Come through, dig the sound. Dude, I want my fucking, like, I want chats to look like this. I want chats to be like dev, you know, and then like maybe like your name. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if then like it was like this? Wouldn't it be funny if like all chats came through like we were in a terminal? You know what I mean? Like, is there a web front end for the quote list maker? I have no fucking idea which bot is doing this. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I have no fucking idea which bot is doing this right now. I would love it if like chats came in like this. Oh, bro, if chats came in like here, let me show you. I'm gonna put quotes around it. Wouldn't it be so cool if chats came in like this? Like it was like dev, rumblefish, and then like colon or something like that? Or like we could even add like a caret if we want to get super nerdy with it, you know what I mean? Like we could do like $, you know what I mean? Like we could just like, I don't know, it's not like it's like actually accurate or anything, but we could just like fuck around and do something like that. I think that would be really funny. Wouldn't that be hilarious, dude? I would love that. I would love that. If you guys have ideas like that, dude, suggestions, I'm honestly, I'm down to fuck around because today is a day that I've left towards like co-working too. So after we're done with Cybercrime News, I might be working on editing videos, or I'll be working on the stream, which I would like to do. So yeah, I'd like to work on the stream a little bit. If you guys have any ideas, definitely drop them. Drop it like it's hot. I think you're right. I'm pretty sure you're right. I just need to look into it more. I haven't really looked into that at all. It was just a thought I had all of a sudden, you know? Damn, thank you, Globus. You're fucking pog, dude. Streamlabs, wee! Terminal theme for Twitch chat? Oh, Twitch chat in your terminal? I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, let's see. Although it looks cool. I don't like doing everything in my terminal. You don't know if it goes anywhere, but no worries, thank you. Same guy. Maybe we'll find one. Maybe we'll find one. Make Twitch chat custom. Maybe if I do this formatting OBS, maybe I could do that, right? We'll do it later. We'll try to fuck around with it later, dude. If we could do that, we'll do that live. We'll fuck around with it live. I'm down to do a little stream, like, you know, co-working's in the title. I'm down to do a little co-working shit today. Alright, let me post this. This critical CVE enables arbitrary code execution on exposed. That works. We'll make that later. We'll try to make our little chat client later if we can. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for the likes and the retweets, all that. You guys are the best. We're at, what are we at? We're at 776 Twitter followers. I wonder who's going to be 777. Who's going to be 777? I said, I don't know. Yo, what's that Lupe song? I said, I don't know. Street got my heart, game got my soul. He say, she said. That was it. No, that's not it. No, the coolest. That's the coolest. How dare you, Kyle? How dare you forget? Hold up, guys. Let me play a song for you guys. Actually, maybe I should move on. Maybe I should just move on. But I'm gonna play a song for you guys later. I really want to play a song. We already talked about this, covered and tweeted. Look at this. Look at this cute little guy. He's about to fucking destroy the world. 600,000 times this malware was downloaded. Look at that cute little evil demon. Look at that cute little evil demon. We got 2 more articles. These 2. Anyone know a good site to check Linux compatibility with my laptop? Yeah, ArchWiki, and then type in the name of your laptop. Go check out the ArchWiki and type in the name of your laptop, or the maker of your laptop, and it'll tell you. Or the, you know, the stuff that you're worried about. Yeah, no worries. So like the hardware that you're worried about, Wi-Fi. You gotta make sure your Wi-Fi driver's compatible. Oh, we just hit 777. I don't know who liked it. I don't know who just... Oh, shit. Thank you, Ribbons. I think Ribbons just liked the tweet. Thank you, Ribbons. I'm pretty sure that's your Twitter. Yeah, that's your Twitter, right? Thank you. Yeah, 777. Thank you. We did it. We hit the Lord's number. We hit the Lord's number. Thank you, thank you. Here, I'm gonna follow you back, actually. Thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yay. We hit the big number. We hit the Lord's number. I remember when we hit 666 back in the day. So great. All right. So I will continue. Okay, let's see. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? I'm thinking we cover these last two items, and then maybe we work on. I'll let you guys choose whether we work on like overall like stream aesthetics, stuff like that. You know, like the scenes, right? Like the sources, right? And like transitions and like macros, or if we work on video editing. Those are gonna be your choices, all right? And so we could work on the chat and like all that and make it all look good. Here, I'm gonna get you guys a dashboard poll going. Dashboard. I'm gonna give you guys a vote. Vote. What do after news? Okay. Make video. I mean, we'll be highlighting. Highlight. /clip vids, right? Or VODs, right? We'd be doing that. Highlighting, clipping VODs. We'd be pulling them into DaVinci. We might be doing a little bit of editing for TikTok, Instagram Reels, stuff like that. Or work on stream aesthetic. Okay, so like the chat stuff we were talking about, co-working. What do? All right, this is up to you guys. Co-working, what do? Go, 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 go. Either way, we'll be fucking around. We'll be listening to some music. We'll be watching some YouTube videos. We'll be fucking around, having a good time, chatting about shit. Start voting. It's time for you to vote. All right. Let's go. Let's talk about Android malware. 600,000 times. That's a lot. That's a lot. Is this a new one? It seems new. I don't know this name. This name's weird as fuck. Let us learn. Let us get learnt right now. We about to get learnt. Learn, turn, and torrent.
Android malware installed 600k times on Google Play. Built as a new Android subscription malware named Fleck has been spotted on Google Play, the official Android app store, disguised as legitimate apes downloaded over.
We've been talking about Google trying to crack down.
Kaspersky reveals that Fleck is the newest addition to the realm of malware that generates unauthorized charges by subscribing users to premium services, joining the ranks of other malicious Android malware, such as Docker and Harley. Threat actors make money from unauthorized subscriptions by receiving a share of the monthly or one-time subscription fees generated through the premium services.
Malware.
When the threat actors operate the services, they keep the entire revenue. Kaspersky's data suggests that the Trojan has been active since last year but was only recently discovered and documented. Most victims of Fleck reside in Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, and Poland, but a smaller number of infections are to be found across the globe.
Wild.
Kaspersky discovered 11 Fleck Trojan apps impersonating image editors, photo libraries, premium wallpapers, and more on Google Play, distributed under the following names:
Impressionism, picture frame, beauty slimming, beauty cam, microclip, GIF camera, apps camera, toolbox, photo editor, HD hacks, wallpaper, draw graffiti. I'm not even gonna try it. Nightcam Pro.
All of the apps had been removed from the marketplace.
Camera? Night Camera Pro. Bro, come on, Kyle. Come on, Kyle.
All of the apps had been removed from the marketplace by the time our report was published, but the malicious actors might have deployed other, as yet undiscovered, apps, so the real number of installations could be higher, explains Kaspersky in its report. Android users who have previously
start voting.
apps listed above are advised to remove them immediately and run an avenue scan to uproot any remnants of malicious code still hidden in the device. Fleck Trojan app on Google Play, Kaspersky, subscribing you in the background. Upon installation, the malicious app requests access to
capitalizing on people's insecurities.
Subscribing you in the
Sounds
background.
like capitalism, baby.
Upon installation, The
Oh, harder. I
malicious
need you
app
to
requests
vote.
access to notification content required to capture subscription confirmation codes on many premium services. When a Fleck app launches, it decodes a hidden payload that contains malicious code, which is then executed. This payload is responsible for contacting the threat actor's command and control (C2) server to send basic information about the newly infected device, including the MAC mobile country code and MNC mobile network code. The C2 responds with a website address, which the Trojan opens in an invisible web browser window and subscribes the victim to a premium service. If a confirmation code needs to be entered, the malware will retrieve it from the device's notifications and submit it on the hidden screen to finalize the subscription. The app's foreground still offers victims the promised functionality, hiding their real purpose and reducing the likelihood of raising suspicions. In the latest versions of Fleck panelized by Kaspersky, developers have shifted most of the subscription code from the payload to the native library, leaving the payload responsible for intercepting notifications and displaying web pages. Intercepting notification content. Kaspersky, additionally, a layer of obfuscation has been incorporated into the most recent payload version. Kaspersky believes the malware's creators implemented these modifications to increase Fleck's evasiveness and make it more challenging to analyze. While not as dangerous as spyware or data-stealing malware, subscription Trojans can still incur unauthorized charges, collect sensitive information about the user of the infected device, and potentially serve as entry points for more potent payloads. To protect against these threats, Android users are advised to only download apps from trusted sources and developers, and pay attention to the requested permissions during installation.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, apps looking for overly permissive. This is not the solution. The solution is not to obviously shift this onto like people and like normal people who are just normies and don't know shit about computers. And being honest, you know, trying to be charitable here, don't know shit about computers. Beyond a consumer level, which is a majority of people don't know shit about computers, phones, anything beyond a consumer level. A very, very, very strong majority. So, to protect against these threats, Android users are advised to blah, 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 blah. No, I mean, you got to make shit harder for people, and you got to make it harder for malware actors. You got to make it harder. This is on the Google Play Store. Saying don't install apps from third-party sources doesn't solve this problem. It doesn't solve this problem at all. Looking at permissions, yeah, sure. But we're talking about normies here. We're talking about like tech normies. We're talking about tech literate people. We're talking about your grandma. We're talking about your grandpa. We're talking about folks who have never touched a terminal, who have never edited a registry, who have never installed their own operating system. These are just normal people. This is the majority of people. We're not normal, guys. We're not normal. We're pretty abnormal, all right? We're pretty abnormal here. And I think it's important to note that. I think it's important to understand that. Anyone downloading a slimming camera, you know, may not have the same knowledge that we do, right? A night camera project, you know, HD wallpaper, you know, like they're not gonna know what you know. A lot of these people, right? Like, and that's a big assumption. But if they knew what you and I know, they probably wouldn't be doing this shit, right? They probably wouldn't be doing this shit. They wouldn't be downloading all these sketchy apps from all these untrusted, you know, developers, giving it all these extremely intrusive permissions. Like, they just wouldn't be doing that. Checking permissions and only installing trusted apps is not enough when the Google Play Store is riddled with malicious applications. Obviously, this is not sufficient advice. Obviously, this is not sufficient, and Google needs to take more drastic steps like actually needs to be proactive instead of reactive when dealing with such cases. Fuck Google. All my homies hate Google. Obviously, this is not sufficient. Obviously, comma, this is not sufficient. Obviously, this is not sufficient. And do I need the comma? I don't think I even need the comma. Obviously, maybe I do. Obviously, comma. This is not sufficient. But if I do this, because then this is supposed to be able to like take it out. Obviously, and it doesn't make sense. Not sufficient. Obviously, it is not sufficient. I could go like this. That would fix it. Yes. Grammar W for Kai. Uncommon grammar W for Kai, bro. Straight up. Familiar spirit kicked a booty. Fucking won. Look at that. Our new VIP just kicked some butt. Just kicked some butt. Alright, let's move this out. Grammar King. Yo, undisputed Grammar King. No hinges. 0 hinges, Grammar King. Next go live title will be King of Grammar. Next go live message, King of Grammar. My dad went to grammar school and he was like a stickler, and then like, you know, basically, you know, we some shit happened and like we weren't around each other for a very long time. And I'm like, damn, I probably would have had much better grammar, because my dad was a huge stickler. He would like always be like, nope. He'd be like, nope, not like that. Nope, not like this. Nope, not like that. And he's like this. You gotta say it like that. You gotta say it like, you know what I mean? I go and I check Instagram, and it's like my friend's like, last day at Google, while we're like talking shit about Google like on our fucking stream. Yeah. Last day at Google. Yeah, fucking too late, motherfucker. Too late, motherfucker. All right, guys, I'm on every social media. Twitter, TikTok. If you got TikTok, bro, I would love a follow, because that's gonna help me a lot. Okay, so it seems like we got 2 votes for highlight and clip VODs. I'll probably be doing that later, and then work on stream aesthetic. Do you guys have any ideas for the stream aesthetics? Suggestions. I'm gonna make more scenes for sure. I need to make more scenes. You guys have any ideas? I want to hear your ideas. Okay. Just put them in the channel. Put them in the suggestions channel. Kaminsky hackers using new recon tool to find security gaps. Thanks, Brembo. Brembo found this one.
Kaminsky hackers use new recon tool to find security gaps.
Oh, Kimsaki. I keep on saying
the North Korean Kaminsky hacking group has been observed employing a new version of its reconnaissance malware, now called Recon Shark, in a cyber espionage campaign with a global reach. Sentinel Labs reports that the threat actor has expanded its targeting scope, now
Sentinel Labs is pretty good.
government
They do a lot of
organizations,
research.
research centers,
They get a lot of data.
universities, and think tanks in the United States, Europe, and Asia. In March 2023,
very cool.
South Korean and German authorities warned that
This is an interesting
Kaminsky,
campaign.
also known as Thallium and Velvet Climber,
We covered this.
began spreading malicious Chrome extensions that targeted Gmail accounts
Yep,
and
we covered
Android
this.
spyware
Bless
that
you,
served as
Eclipse.
a remote access Trojan. Previously, in August 2022, Kaspersky revealed another
Bless you, Eclipse.
Kaminsky campaign targeting politicians, diplomats, university professors, and journalists in South Korea using a multi-stage target validation scheme that ensured only valid targets would be infected with malicious payloads. Phishing
Got
attack.
'em.
After Microsoft
Got 'em.
disabled macros by default on downloaded Office documents, most threat actors switched to new file types in phishing attacks, such as ISO files
ISO
and,
files, yep.
more recently,
OneNote, I
Pwned
talked about that.
documents. The attackers are likely looking for easy
Here's the thing though, OneNote has just now, I believe, 127 different extensions. They've denied 127 different extensions from being allowed to be uploaded into OneNote documents because everyone was doing all sorts of shit, and it was very, very fucking easy. It was very, very fucking easy to do.
The attackers are likely looking for easy wins against outdated versions of Office, or simply users enabling macros. Tom Hegel, Senior threat researcher at Sentinel Labs, told Bleeping Computer. Kaminsky is not being too innovative here, especially since they are still evolving the Babyshark malware family. The malicious document used in a Kaminsky attack, Sentinel Labs, after Microsoft disabled macros by default on downloaded Office documents, most threat actors switched to new file types for phishing attacks, such as ISO files, and more recently, the attackers are likely looking for easy wins against outdated versions of Office, or simply users enabling macros. Tom
It's just the
Hegel,
same
Senior
thing here, huh?
threat researcher at Sentinel Labs.
Just the same exact thing.
Shark
Here we
is
go.
considered by
They
Sentinel
posted it
Labs
twice.
analysts an evolution of
Dude, bleeping
Kaminsky's
computer quality is
Babyshark
going down, I'm not
malware,
gonna lie.
which was also seen deployed by APT-43, an overlapping North Korean cyber espionage group targeting U.S. organizations. Recon Shark abuses me to collect information about the infected system, like the running processes, battery data, etc. It also checks if security software runs on the machine, with Sentinel Labs mentioning specific checks for Kaspersky, Malware, Trend Micro, and Norton security products.
Is it disabling anything or what?
The exfiltration of the reconnaissance data is direct, with the malware sending everything to the C2 server via HTTP post
Usually they
requests
disable.
without storing anything locally. The ability of ReckonShark to exfiltrate...
Exactly, ZDog. But underneath the download button is VB script most of the time. So you double-click the download button or the unhide button, and it's like, you know, it's obfuscating everything behind it, and it looks like there's information behind it. Actually, behind that download button, two or three VB script shortcuts that they want you to double-click.
The ability of ReckonShark to exfiltrate valuable
We've covered
information,
that
such as deploy detection mechanisms and hardware
I've shown you guys
information,
examples of that.
indicates that ReckonShark is part of a Kimsaki orchestrated reconnaissance operation.
Some of you may
that
remember from
enables
March.
subsequent precision
March,
attacks,
April.
possibly
Those are-
involving malware specifically tailored to evade defenses and
Because word
exploit
macros-
platform weaknesses, warned Sentinel.
Because word macros and Excel add-ins, right, the add-ons in Excel that could run arbitrary code got nuked. They got nuked.
Another capability of ReckonShark is to fetch additional payloads from the C2, which can give Kimsaki a better foothold on the infected system. In addition to exfiltrating information...
It's literally as simple as, like, here. OneNote, VBS, I'll show you guys. Malware, I'll show you guys what we're talking about. Boom, boom. This is it. Look. Look. You see this here? You see this here, guys? You see this here? Underneath here are application links to a Visual Basic script. So you double-click to view file. If you don't know about computers, you double-click to view file in this OneNote. Or if they sufficiently tricked you, you know, and you believe it's somebody you trust, and then you click it, and you go, double-click, I don't know what this is. Double-click. Then you run VBS. You run Visual Basic script. You're running custom code, arbitrary custom code on your fucking computer. All right, let's go back.
In addition to exfiltrating information,
Pretty wild, huh?
ReckonShark deploys further payloads in a multi-stage manner that are implemented as scripts, VBS, HTA, and Windows Batch, macro-enabled Microsoft Office templates, or Windows DLL files, reads the Sentinel Labs report.
Okay, hold up. This is a good time for me to stop. Okay, so no. I'm not saying to do that at all. OneNote notebooks are fine. They're starting to disable. Here you go. OneNote notebook. Disable extensions. Okay, look at this. Don't worry. Okay. Your admin, you should talk to your admin because your admin can turn off OneNote extensions. Here you go. There you go. Show that to your admin. Show that to your admin if they're administering your O365. So basically, yeah, ISOs are pretty dummy thick right now. Zips are dummy thick right now. Hiding and bypassing mark of the web. No worries, I got you, ham. I got you, fam. I called you ham. I'm sorry, you're not ham. I got you, fam. So OneNote attachments, .1 files extension, blah, 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 right? So this is the thing I was talking about. Look, you move that. Look at that. You move that. Look at this. Oh my God, right? So this is how simple it fucking was. You take something that says click to view document. You say something that says click to unlock. You move it over. You social engineer somebody. You have your fucking VB script in the background. Dude. So yeah, Microsoft Office macros and Excel add-ins were both taken out. That's why people moved over to this. Black Basta was running it for sure. We talked about Black Basta multiple times. They're running this shit to the ground, dude. How to block it? Well, honestly, you can go and you can talk to your O365 admin. They can do a group policy template that's already out there, and they can disable embedded files in OneNote. Or you can choose the extensions. You can granularly pick the extensions. Maybe you get rid of VB script. Maybe you get rid of this or that. You know what I mean? But you pick what you want to get rid of, so you don't have to do a whole, like, no more extensions, no more, files embedded in OneNote documents, because they're obviously JPEGs and PDFs and this and that. You know what I mean? Setting Alex into PowerShell script. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, this is a good workaround. Disable this stuff. Obviously not. You don't have to disable everything, but you can choose the file types that you want to disable. Here you go. Registry key editor version here. This should help. But yeah, I would pass this to your admin and say like, hey, Are we blocking Visual Basic scripts and Office OneNote attachments? This is a very prolific attack vector, and you'll gain some points with your guys, maybe. Or your admins will be like, oh, fuck you for giving me more work. I don't know your admins, but you know what I mean. One or the other, one or the other.
ReckonShark decides what payloads to deploy depending on what detection mechanism processes run
We'll
on
say thank you, or we'll say, ah, fuck you.
The payload deployment
Or we'll say we
stage
already did
involves
it.
editing Windows
Hopefully.
shortcut files, LNK, associated with popular applications like Chrome, Outlook, Firefox, or Edge to execute the malware when the user launches one of those apps. ReckonShark
files, super
edits
popular right
shortcut
now.
files, Sentinel Labs. An
in
alternative
fashion.
method is to replace the default Microsoft Office template, normal.otm, with a malicious version hosted on the C2 server to load malicious code whenever the user launches Microsoft Word. Loading a malicious Office template, Sentinel Labs. Both techniques offer a stealthy way to infiltrate deeper into the targeted system,
Oh, that's
maintain
sneaky.
persistence, and execute additional payloads or commands as part of the
sneaky.
threat actor's multi-stage attack. Kimsuki's level of sophistication and shape-shifting tactics call for heightened vigilance and blurring the line that separates its operation from other North Korean groups that conduct broader campaigns.
And they do be giving Kim that sucky for real, bro. Alright, so we're about to tweet. Hey, I appreciate you guys. If you are new here, please drop a follow. I would appreciate that. If you're new, drop a follow. Thank you and welcome. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions about computers, anything with an off and on button, you know what I mean? Anything that makes beep boop noises. I'm happy to answer questions. I've been an application security engineer, front-end engineer, back-end engineer, full-stack engineer, consultant. Yeah. And other things. I've been other things. Happy to answer your question. Your question. Alright, so, Kim Sucky has been deploying a new version of ReckonShark in a global cyber espionage. Cam Pogne. One note docs. Let's see. OneNote docs. Okay, let's not type that. I don't care about this. ReckonShark appears to be an evolution of Baby Shark. Baby Shark, Baby Shark. And is geared towards information collection and exfiltration. Potentially informing new attacks. Potentially enabling. Further compromise. I got 10 characters left to tweet, and the tweet I'm about to tweet. Geared towards information collection and exfiltration to enable subsequent malware stages. Yes. To achieve infection with subsequent malware stages. Yeah, which can establish persistence and, you know, Yeah. Additional payloads, getting deeper in there, sending commands, command and control. Command and control. All right, there you guys go. All the tweets I have quote today are available right here, right here. We covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 articles. We covered 10 articles in 3 hours. Yay! Yay! Not a lot of tomfoolery either. Not a ton of tomfoolery. Only a minuscule amount of tomfoolery. I hope everybody's having a great day.